future of aviation is getting smaller. You can see behind me the Aeryon Scout Micro Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. It quite literally flies itself, and it's small enough to fit into a backpack. It's electric and it makes almost no noise. My name is Kareem Shehata. I'm part of the development team here at Aeryon Labs, and I am super excited to share some of this technology with you. Not just because I've helped to create this and I love working on it, but because I think this is where the world is going and it's going to make a huge change. Hi again. I'm Kareem here at the lab at Aeryon Labs, and I wanted to show you a few of the pieces and parts that make up the Aeryon Scout. So we have the actual flyer itself. It's very straightforward. It's got a camera module that we can pop on and off and swap with anything else. We have a battery that you just simply pop on, pop off again, ready to fly. And even the arms and legs pop off. It's just great. That's actually not the part that has me the most excited about this. What really gets me is that what we used to do as pilots is use remote controls. And we would fly the whole thing, watching it the whole time, keeping a very careful eye on it. It's great fun if you're into RC flying, but it's not very practical. And we knew that for the general public that just wouldn't fly if you're part of the pilot. So what we said is, well, we need to do something different. And for that, we grabbed a tablet PC and we took some inspiration from Google. And we said, well, Google can show us we are here, and you just click and say, I want to go here. And by click, with a tablet PC, that means I get to see and point. And the flyer, the Scout, will actually go to where you point. So you're pointing towards something, it will fly towards it, you let go, and it stops. And it just literally hovers in place. And that's the part that's got me super excited. I love seeing it work that way, and I love being able to work on these parts. And I'd like to tell you about what I think is really one of the most exciting parts of what we do, and that's getting the stories from the field of how people actually use our technology and finding out what works well, what doesn't, so I can make adjustments. I can go off and program and code and design and build all kinds of really cool things, but it really doesn't mean anything unless I was actually going out and using it, and some really cool people are using our stuff. For example, just within the past few months, we had a law enforcement team in Central America using our technology to help them figure out, get reconnaissance from their target location, find out who's there, who's not, and it was really straightforward for them. They put our UAV just down in the middle of a backwoods area. They had it take off, climb, go past their location, and then looked down and caught a still image of where this compound was of this really bad guy, quote unquote. I personally don't know anything more about him, but I'll take their word for it that he's a really bad guy. And he has this huge, beautiful compound. That reconnaissance told them, don't go in. And that's the part that I'm simply floored by. Within minutes, our craft told them, he's not there, don't go in. And they had all the information they needed for the next time they went. They could see, oh, this is where they're keeping their all-terrain vehicles, this is where the likely entry and exit points are, these are people we need to look out for, all these things, none of which they had before. And that's the part I think is really cool, that they could use this and get all that information out of it and tell us what they liked and what they didn't. So we're driving out to our approved field, and well, it's one of the tricks with flying in Canada. The good part is that Transport Canada is actually paying attention to unmanned air vehicles. The bad part is that that actually means that we have to follow regulations and so on. So we have a special flight operating certificate, and it says that we have to fly in a certain place. So we're heading there right now. We can't just head to the back of our office and fly anytime we want to. We have to actually go somewhere and fly.